I'm sure they wouldn't just forget something like that. Something's deeply wrong.
May 14th, 2021, translation work for Vincula. I'm afraid I don't have a compelling story today. It looks like our latest author was a bit sloppier, or at least not given to narrative effort. Rather than a semi-coherent tale of tragedy and woe, this segment is a list. A long, long list of ingredients, proper forms, short phrases that I assume need to be uttered. If I'm not mistaken, the book is now describing a Nabal Kutul, or at least attempting to. There's a lot of confusion, and sometimes the book says, do this, followed shortly by, definitely don't do that same thing, a few lines later. It looks like my assumptions about it were correct. It is a type of religious ceremony, with various parts needing to be used and motions to be taken. The strange thing is, it looks like they were cobbling it together themselves. It's oddly scientific in its approach, like they were having to get it right as they went along. I can only assume further, then, that they took signs and omens as proof they were correct or incorrect with each use. I can't imagine what they might have come up with in the end, but let's try and find out. Here we have water rocks. Ice again, I'm presuming. There's a simple no here for that one. Now there's a list of symbols with the same base type. It looks like these are all based on fish. Fish organs, maybe? The list is extensive, but the analysis afterwards rules them all out, with a comment about how the fish are to the sea, and we are to the land. Evidently, they were not suitable. The next segment is extremely confusing. It looks like they were trying to come up with a term for whatever they were using next. Sometimes the base is utuku, and other times it's zakiku. I think is how it's pronounced. I could be butchering that. Sometimes that means wind or gust of air. Other times it means like a ghost, or a demon, or a foul spirit, or just empty void. Maybe they were testing out various gaseous substances, but had no translation for them in Akkadian. This is so frustrating. I thought this was hard to translate when it was just a confusing story. Now I'm barely getting the gist of this. All right, let's move on. It's not terribly important anyway, I think. I can't find any similarity between these symbols and those of Breach 2's pedestal and matching Linkstone. I suppose I should be thankful for that, at least. Looks like these all turned out to be dead ends anyway. The end comment says that these materials are precious in cost of life and labor, and would make no home for us. Whatever that even means at this point. Let's see. Now we have more rocks. Okay, this is definitely rocks, not just ice this time. Oh joy. A long list of them. Wait a minute. The way they combined the Akkadian Agnu, or rock, with various modifiers, it looks like they may have been describing various minerals or gemstones. There's yellow, solid, sharp rocks, and blue, bright, hollow rocks. I think these may be describing, very clumsily, mind you, different gemstones like topaz or sapphire. I can't be sure at all that's exactly what it's translating as, but given our contextual clues, I wonder... Wait. Agnu in Akkadian is closely related to the unknown language symbol on the Linkstone. It's very close. Now that I'm seeing it over and over here, I may be able to find... Let's see. Green... dull? Smooth. Purple... hidden... sharp. Come on. Eureka! I found it! Yes! I found it. Blood morning sharp. What does that mean? And it looks like that was considered acceptable. The blood of the morning, bled from the stars, lead us to the mountain heights. I need to inform everyone. I think we've had a breakthrough at last.
It's time to get to the bottom of this. I've let Lizzie stew for long enough. Sure, Silas won't mind if I use the mic for this. Gotta get this on tape. Lizzie hasn't spoken more than 2 words to any of us except June since she pulled that bloodstone on the Linkstone. And now Greg can't remember what he heard when he went looking for her, or even if he remembered hearing anything at all. Old man finally starting to go senile. What was she really up to last week? I have to find out. Lizzie, you in there? I just wanted to see if you wanted to hang out and stuff. Lizzie, open up! Ugh, no luck. Let me just try this window here. Alright, maybe take a step back. Think. Lizzie always keeps her shoes outside her trailer, right? They're not here, so she's not here. And she's not in the sample lab since I just came from there. Well, time to do some wandering around. Hey, June. You seen Lizzie around?
Not today, no. Why are you asking?
I'm trying to find her to make her feel better. Yeah.
Maybe she just needs some space. I talked to her not long ago, and she just seems to be going through a rough patch.
Probably so. But friendship is good too, don't you think?
Yes, but...
Are you sure you haven't seen her?
Quite sure, sweetheart.
Alright. I'll keep looking.
Leaving so soon? Well, good luck.
Hey, Alyx. You seen Lizzie around?
Sup, Cass? No, I haven't seen her around. I've been stuck babysitting this radiation meter and swapping out Linkstones.
Oh, Vincula still thinks they can try and jury-rig the breach, huh?
Yeah, but I'm not getting anything so far. Not so much as a Röntgen variance beyond 3% or so. Tiny. Everything's so... same. Until you pour salt water on the right Linkstone. Guess we still don't really get it.
Alright, well, I'll leave you to it. I still gotta find Lizzie.
Hope you find her.
Cassius, what the hell?
Hey, I know I've been asking you this a lot, but you seen Lizzie around yet?
No, I ain't seen her at all today. I'm telling you, though, I think she may just need a minute. It's gonna take some time.
Yeah, I know, but she's had a whole week without me prying. It's emotional crowbar time.
Hey, you take it easy on her.
Hey, thanks for spotting for a bit, Cassius.
Try not to break anything, old man.
Oh, I'll show you whippersnappers a thing or two.
Alright, Bookworm. I confess. I stole the... You good?
What are you doing here?
Looking for Lizzie.
You're not supposed to be here now.
I guess I'll be leaving then. Wow, he is in a foul mood. Must be really stumped. Might have to find a way to cheer him up later. Maybe June can sneak me some more of that cold brew. Ooh, he listens to these. Alright, I give up, Lizzie. I've been all over Vincula and no sign of you anywhere. I'm gonna have to get into places they don't want me in. Oh, shit.
Good work today, Elizabeth. Once again, you've proven yourself an invaluable asset to Vincula and its research efforts for the government. It looks like Mr. Caldwell was right about you. The Breacher team is much better off for having your expertise.
Thank you.
Until next time, Elizabeth, enjoy the rest of your day.
I'll try.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. And what were you doing with Vaux, of all people, in specimen storage? Even I'm not allowed to go in there.
Yeah? What of it? Unlike some people, I'm trying to do my job around here.
Oh, is that how it's gonna be? Forgotten that fast, huh?
What?
We said it was Breachers for life. We watch each other's backs, because Vincula sure as hell ain't watching anything other than their checkbooks. I'll remind you, they left us for dead not so long ago. And now it turns out you're under Vaux's thumb all day.
I am not! I'm just doing my job. I can't help it that they don't trust you. I'm just... Ugh, what do you want from me?
Don't you think it's even a little odd, you cozying up to Vaux?
No, I don't see the problem.
Alright, fine. Be that way. You know what? That's your business.
Yeah, it is!
I wasn't here to ask about that anyway. I can save that for next week. I was looking for you to ask about last week.
Ugh.
You still haven't told us what all Vaux was wanting to know when you came back. You know, after you got replaced by a flesh demon last week.
I have not!
Sure you didn't.
Can you stop being so... annoying?
Only if you promise to clue me in just a little. You know, I can be very persistent. I have tons of energy.
Ugh.
I have to know. Do you want me to give a heartfelt speech about caring for the team members first? Because it'll sound very mushy. I might even be sincere about it.
What do you want?
Vaux wanted to know about you cutting your hand, right?
Yes.
And I assume that came with a whole bunch of questions about what happened in the breach.
Yes. And how I was feeling.
Feeling? She understands feelings?
Yes, surprising, I know.
And suspicious as hell. I mean, can't say I'm... No, that's not the point. How were you feeling?
The usual. A bit lost. Cornered, even.
Gee, I hope that doesn't happen often.
More often than you'd think.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
For what?
I'm not the easiest to get along with. You and I have differing opinions about things since we started, it feels like. Look, I'm trying to say I need to listen to you more, but this ice wall treatment is making it kinda hard. I suck at apologies.
Yes, you do. But I accept. I'm sorry, too. I haven't been very forthcoming because I've been frustrated.
How so?
I thought I was here to study critters and habitats and do science, frankly. Instead, we're off on some wild goose chase for who knows what, barely getting a chance to make any proper notes or sketches or make any observations of any kind.
Hey, we really are in the same boat.
You too?
Oh, hell yeah. I can't believe we've turned this whole mission into an esoteric grocery list.
It's the worst. And I've already thought about what comes next, you know? They're not gonna be happy just opening the stupid thing. No, I'm sure we'll be rushing off to the next place, be that on Gaia or elsewhere.
I'm right there with you. It's bullshit.
It's all bullshit. I guess I misjudged you guys, again. I thought you were all totally happy with the way things were going.
You pay about as much attention to people as I do.
Guess we should both work on that.
I will if you will.
You first.
Alright, fine. I guess I have to, since I'm team lead and all.
Serves you right.
Okay, now I've promised. Now can I please ask, what's going on back there?
It's pretty mundane, actually. And you'll probably be kicking yourself over how simple the answer is.
Huh?
I'm sketching. I was looking for ways to keep myself busy and, away from people for a bit. So I asked nicely, and they're letting me draw the different specimens and samples we collect.
That's all?
Yeah?
Wow. That is just sketching. I guess I was getting too suspicious.
Vaux does have that effect on people. I've been absorbed in my work, but she's just kind of hanging over my shoulder while I do it. A little bit creepy, I'll admit. But she's been a bit talkative, and I've heard some things.
Oh, nice. Now Lizzie's got the tea.
I figured I'd be best just being a pair of ears. I'm sure it's not all that secret, what she tells me, but...
I'm just so pleased you remembered us after all. I thought I was losing you to the suits, Lizzie.
Me? Never!
So, you got a chance to see Specimen 1 yet?
No. No, unfortunately, not yet. There's several layers of security to specimen storage, and they don't really trust me that far.
Figures that it's locked up the most. But, do you mind if I have a look at your sketches? You've made some really good ones before.
No!
Okay.
These are... Vaux said I had to keep these secret.
Oh, Vaux said that? Well then, who cares?
No, I'd rather really... I'm going now.
You can't run forever, Lizzie. I'm gonna get a peek at that sketchbook one day.
You're not funny.
Alright, that may have been a bit much. Yeah, I really don't know when to not joke about stuff like that. But, hey, those sketches are still pretty suspicious. I really hope Lizzie knows what she's doing.
Cassius! Cassius! There you are. I've been looking for you.
What? Well, aren't you happy now? Hope that means there's good news.
Yes, indeed. I think I've done it.
Yes! Finally something goes our way.
Well, okay. I have to temper your expectations. As with all things ancient and nearly forgotten, I can't be absolutely positive about my findings. But I have a very good idea. And I don't think it's going to be easy to find it, either.
Nothing ever is, apparently.
But I know where to look. Wait. What are you doing with the...
I am obligated to inform you that you must remain in contact with the team medic for the duration of the expedition, and that the medic will likewise be monitoring your vitals throughout. And with that, I am clearing you for travel into the breach once more.
Oh, joy.
Even after being locked away in translation for a few weeks, you're still dreading the thought of a little exercise?
I was quite happy in my little office, thank you very much.
And Vincula thanks you for your labors. Because of it, we are now that much closer to grasping the nature of these strange artifacts and the ever-elusive meaning of the language in the books at our disposal.
Yes. No thanks to the constant interruptions from you and the others.
Now then, unless you have more complaining to do, I'm sure the Breachers would like to get a move on... I'm sorry. Did you say I interrupted you?
Yes?
During your translation? In your office?
Do you not remember? You asked me what I was doing and then left abruptly.
Oh, of course. I must apologize. Much has been keeping me busy, and I hardly remember our smaller encounters. Acting as the liaison between the breachers, the federal officials, and the company board has left even me in quite a state of disarray.
Indeed. That sounds like a lot, all right.
Speaking of, it's time I left your group to your mission and made my own reports elsewhere. Best of luck today.
Well then. That was abrupt, even for Vaux. I wonder if she really is starting to reach the end of her rope. I know she's on task, shall we say, but I wouldn't want to be fielding questions in meetings all day. Enough to drive a person clinically insane.
Vaux sure left in a hurry. Does that mean you're free to join us for a little mountain hiking?
Yes, actually. Sorry, she was acting a bit strangely. But yes, I'm sadly not confined to Vincula headquarters any longer. And just in time for that hiking you seem so eager for already.
Hell yeah. It's about time we dragged your ass on one of these trips. Might even have to stay in Breach 2 again.
Oh, on second thought, I'm so weak. I just need a few more years, and I'll be fine. Go on without me.
Move it, bookworm. We leave in half an hour.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Speak for yourself.
Can't give up yet. We're not even done for today.
I'm painfully aware of that.
30 minutes, and we're moving again. Catch your breath while you can. Does anyone need a recap of our mission today?
I'm good.
No, I'm fine.
All set over here.
Alyx,
Yeah?
do you remember what we're doing here today? All right, pay attention this time. Based on Silas's translation, we think the material we're looking for is a mineral, maybe a gemstone or part of a rock formation. We're unclear on that.
May even be a meteorite, given that line about being bled from the stars.
Okay. I'm with you so far.
The rest of his notes point it to be located further up the mountain, but we're gonna have to keep our eyes peeled. No telling if it's buried or has slid off of a cliff or there's just a huge batch of it right around the corner. I want all eyes up for critters and bloody rocks. Got it?
Up or down? Are the rocks going to be up too?
You know what I mean.
Yeah, like, what if we do end up having to wait for a meteor shower? Does that mean we're staying out here again?
What did you think we were all carrying extra rations and bedding for?
To leave here? With the breach? You know, just in case.
Man, you really haven't been paying attention, have you?
Sorry, I don't know if it's like leftover moth influence or what. I'm just having a hard time staying focused.
Well, time to wake up. The moths are always gone during the day. You don't have permission to be out of it. Try to stay alert, because who knows what's waiting for us as we climb further up.
I'll do my best.
With any luck, we won't need to stay the night again, especially if our linguist has his translation right.
I'm positive it's right.
Positive?
80% or thereabouts.
I've made worse bets, like on this job, for instance.
Great. We'll mention it at the next pre-journey brief.
Ah, hell. Another disciplinary hearing? You and I get way too many of those.
You're preaching to the choir, buddy. Anyway, here's hoping we don't have to stay, and if we do, it's as boring as the first time.
Hey, you doing okay? Looked like you were struggling back there.
I should be fine now. Thanks for asking, Elora. I'm just going to rest a bit, and then compare sigils in the breach again.
Sounds good.
Might as well get this over with. Then I can relax in peace. Really doesn't matter how many times I make the trip. It's just as unnerving as the first. Has to be done, I suppose. Still can't get any kind of clear digital imaging while inside the breach. I have my charcoal rubbing equipment with me this time. Looks like that will become part of my regular expedition kit if we're going to keep finding breaches with pedestals. Makes me wonder all over again how these structures came to be. Who built them? Why? Oh, maybe the why is somewhat obvious. If you want to go places, they're quite handy for that. But why do they go where they go? How many are there? Are they an endless string, or do they eventually lead somewhere? Maybe the unknown languages civilization is on the other side. Did they make these? Will they be happy to see us? Will we be happy to see them? Will I ever get the answers I seek? Looking less and less likely, and more like a never-ending quest for... What's that? Hello? Who's there? What is... Shh. Show yourself.
Silas?
Ah!
You okay? I came to check on you, and then I heard you yelling.
I thought I heard... Did you hear anything just now?
No, just the usual kind of breach noise. What did you...
I'm not sure, but I need to get out of here.
Expedition Lead Cassius with an update for Vincula. We may have just hit the jackpot. We only had to trek an hour or two up the mountain before we discovered a strange rock formation. The mountainside has a cliff pushing out, like a wound on the surface, and the crust on the earth is partially visible in layers along the cliff face. Streaked through the layers, we found bright red gemstones.
Gold! There's gold in them thar hills.
Let's hope it's exactly what we're looking for. That would be a godsend.
You may have lucked out, Silas. I don't see why it's called Blood of the Morning, though. More like Blood of the Mountain. The way it runs down the cliff looks like the wall has arteries.
Creative liberty, perhaps? Hard to know the thought process of the ancients, you know?
Is that why I barely understand you half the time?
Hardy, har.
How much of this you think we'll need?
Never takes more than a splash of salt water for breach 1. I would just get a specimen bag's worth. Yeah, that should do it.
How are we going to use it, you think? Just set it on top of the Linkstone after we set the stone on the pedestal?
I've given some thought to that. With breach 1, you simply pour the salt water on top. Then you hear the weird noise and your ears pop with the pressure difference, and it opens the way through to Gaia. I wonder if we need to melt down this gemstone first, or if it will work with a solid. Do we even have equipment that can melt a gemstone?
We'll have to analyze which type of gem we're working with. I'm familiar with a few offhand, but I'm no geologist.
Let's have a look-see. Oh man, that was easy. I half expected a volcano eruption or something. Nothing ever goes this smoothly.
Don't go jinxing us like that.
I mean, nobody here but us guy and chickens.
Wow, look at that! It's dark red when it's out of the light, but here in the sun it's almost pink. Black stripes throughout? I'm not familiar.
Rhodonite! It's rhodonite!
Ooh.
Known in some circles to bring emotional healing and wellness.
Aw, the breachers are healing.
Some of us are. Anyway.
Hot dang. Can I dare to hope for a steaming meal in my own bunk tonight instead of trail rations and sleeping in the creepy-ass breach? I just might.
Won't know it until we try it. Let's head back. I'm very hopeful about this one.
Hold up!
What's up?
Shh, shush! Do you guys...
I hear it too. I spoke too soon. What the hell is it now?
Anyone see anything?
I got nothing.
Up there! Further up the mountain!
What?
My God, it's huge.
Still far away, at least. Let's get moving. If we made it angry, we need to clear out. Fast. Heads up.
No rest for the weary. Let me try and describe the creature while I attempt to keep up. Looks like a large primate. Hard to guesstimate size. It's no more than the size of my thumb on the horizon. But it's on the edge of the mountain, far from us. It's currently striding towards us, and is the source of that howling sound I think the recorder can pick up by now. It's waving its arms in the air wildly and walking on 2 feet. It's covered in white fur and looks quite menacing, just heading straight for us. Hopefully we can put some distance between us and it shortly. I'll switch on again when we're safe. I was far too hopeful, as usual.
Inside! Everybody inside!
Shouldn't we just run back to Vincula?
No telling how far that thing is gonna chase
Come on,
us.
everybody
We
inside.
broke line of sight and everything, and it's still after us. Our best shot is the breach. Fuck me, I hope the rhodonite works. Silas, get the Linkstone!
I have it!
Put it in!
I've got it!
What do we do now?
Give me the gemstone!
Working on it.
What?
It stopped.
Why has it stopped?
Maybe it can't fit.
Maybe.
Please tell me it can't fit. Or it's scared, like the bug dogs. Or something. It's coming inside!
I'm trying! I got it! It worked!
The pressure check!
Go! Out far in. We don't have time. Hurry.
We did it! We made it!
Where are we?
Hold here. Is it still after us?
Thank God.
Don't celebrate yet, because we are definitely not on guide anymore.
Oh my god. It's beautiful. Look at the stars. The rings.
Syntax is a podcast by Twin Strangers Productions and is licensed under an Attribution Share-alike 4.0 international license. Today's episode was directed and produced by Stella Odom and written by Ty Vaughn. Silas Caldwell is played by Ty Vaughn. Cassius Thatcher is played by Beth Phung. Elizabeth Bellinger is played by Morgie B. Alyx Yard is played by Jules Christine. June Dawson is played by Renee Helsel. Greg Washburn is played by Cody Burke. Jeremiah Woods is played by Elgin Smith. Miss Evelyn Vaux is played by Kyla Crockett. Listen to other episodes, find our social media links, and make donations by visiting syntaxpodcast.com. Rate us on iTunes and Google Podcast, and follow us on Spotify. Tweet us at TwinStrangersP with your burning questions, and engage with fellow listeners on our subreddit, r/syntaxpod. Thanks for listening.